Welcome back to another show and tell video. Today we're looking at an interesting item. This is a church key style bottle opener from Three Horses brand beer. If we look on this side, you can see Three Horses brand. And on this side, you can see Holland beer. So there's two identifiers right there. Also, what's interesting is upon initial research, what actually comes up in search first is a different company called Three Horses Beer, also known as THB, and they're actually brewed out of Madagascar, and that company was formed in 1958. But today we're looking at Three Horses brand, which as a brand was formed in 1628. But the brewery that it was brewed in, starting in 1628, was actually formed in 1538. And it was originally called Den Boom, which stands for the tree in Dutch, I believe. And then in 1538, the brand changed to Three Horseshoes, which I believe is pronounced Drie Hoefijzers or Hoefijzers. I might be mispronouncing that. And this would be in Breda. And then I'm going to cheat here and look at the Dutch Wikipedia article. And with a rough translation, again, brewery was founded in 1538. I'm going to mispronounce this name. Hendric Venden Corput as Dimboom. In 1628, the brewery was renamed the Drie Hoefijzers, the name of the blacksmith shop located opposite the brewery. After being sold several times, Johan Nicolaes Smits from Eindhoven took control in 1807, and then 12 more generations of that family would continue the brewing dynasty, as is called in this article, and numerous family members are mentioned. I'm going to copy this into the video description so you can take your time to look at this. Continuing onward into 30s, that's when the Three Horseshoes logo came into the bottling. And in 1968, the brewery merged with Orang Boom. I'm mispronouncing that, but that stands for orange tree. And Boom was part of the Dutch brand of the British Ally breweries and was named United Beer Brewery in Breda, Rotterdam, BV. Totally mispronounced that. The Breda Brewery now started brewing the Boom lager. In 1973, Boom was replaced by Skol, but then the brand Boom came back around 1980. So this sounds like a little bit of embellishment in the article. So it sounds like the contributing authors, were maybe not sure. So feel free to research what you can on the company history here at this point. On April 5th, 1993, the name of the brewery was changed again to Boom Beer Brewery, BV. And then on February 6, 1995, a Belgian concern, Interbrew, took over United. And then later, this became called InBev. You may recognize that name. And then they moved production to the Domus Brewery and to Belgian breweries. And then on May 29th, 2004, Orang Hiboom Brewery in Breda was closed. And a little bit more information there. And it looks like then, starting from around 2007 to 2012, were plans to build a residential area where the brewery used to be. So, interesting history there. I do see quite a bit of different label offerings. If you search on images for Three Horses brand, the Holland beer, not the Madagascar one. And that might give you an idea of the different varieties of beer flavors. And they had a variety, as well as malt liquors later on, because that became the trend towards the end of the 20th century. So, but taking a little close look at here, you can see this is metal, of course. Be strong enough to pry bottle caps off the tops of bottles. I'm not getting a strong magnetic hit on here, so there may not be a high steel or iron content. This may be some other alloy, aluminum, possibly. It does have a little bit of weight to it, so I'm thinking aluminum as opposed to zinc. Also because of strength as well. You can see even with numerous openings, it's still a pretty firm surface here, although there is a little bit of curvature and erosion. And you can see some of the finish has lost some of its luster as well. There might be some molecular layers that have peeled off and rubbed off over time due to friction against other objects. But basically, if you are to look at the top of a bottle, you would apply this under the rim edge of the cap, not the glass, and then pry this up with this wedge across the top of the bottle cap, and it will slightly deform the bottle cap and then release the seal on the top of the bottle, allowing the cap to be removed. And you can see a couple protrusions there to assist in gripping and leverage as well. Looks like a couple injection mold points from the original casting. And here would be a part where you can hang it on a keychain, a lanyard, a wall hook, etc. So, and this was obtained, I believe, at some point in the 1980s, but when this was actually made, I'm not sure, because this was actually given to me by somebody who had it for some time as well. So I obtained it in the 80s. It may be quite older than that. So just one example of a church key style of bottle opener. This one being the Three Horses brand Holland beer, or as it was known as Three Horseshoes, Drie Hoefijzers. So this has been another show and tell video. Feel free to check out other show and tell videos on the channel on vintage mill syrup tools and expanded topics. We also do unboxing videos, as well as a selection of book review, media reviews, and a series called Curious or the Curious, videos of more artsy type objects. Feel free to check all those out. Feel free to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you next time.